Battles of Syria. Let's now shift our attention to what is happening in terms of the COVID-19 pandemic. The researchers acknowledge that the COVID-19 transmission occurs through direct, indirect or close contact with infected individuals. It primarily spreads through expelled saliva and respiratory droplets of an infected person. Last month, there were some reports that suggested that COVID-19 could actually be an airborne infection, and the World Health Organization also released fresh guidelines based on some evidence that it had collected. However, the virus threat is not stopping anytime soon, and researchers of coronavirus in China and New Zealand have now suggested that the deadly disease spreads, believe it or not, through frozen food packages which are contaminated with the coronavirus. Now, in the month of July, China had reported that the coronavirus could be lingering on food and other packaging material, but no research could support this claim back then. Now, earlier in the week, it was again reported that there were several cases of frozen food packages that were contaminated with the coronavirus. In the Yantai port alone, custom officials found traces of the virus on frozen shrimp packaging from Ecuador and on the outer packaging of imported frozen seafood that arrived from northeast China's Dalian province. The officers first found the virus in food packaging from Ecuador and marked the first positive results from nearly about 227,000 samples that had been taken from imported food, their packaging and the environment. It is critical to understand as to how, when and in what types of setting does the novel coronavirus spread amongst the people. The scientists in New Zealand are investigating fresh cases which can be traced to an imported freight as well. The health officials are suggesting that the virus could have actually arrived into the country via the imported freight, as one of the infected persons was found to be working at a cold storage facility that imports frozen food from abroad. This is likely to be New Zealand's first case of locally transmitted coronavirus infection after more than 3 months. The sudden resurgence of the virus has also prompted the officials in the country to reimpose movement restrictions and strict social distancing norms. The research on the coronavirus suggests that the virus can actually linger on packaging material for several hours, depending on the packaging material, temperature and humidity. The virus is also likely to stay on the surface for at least 4 to 5 days. As of now, there is no research to back the claim that COVID-19 can spread through food or from its packaging. Now, several research institutes and government agencies have maintained that a live animal or a human being is necessary as a host for the virus to spread and multiply. But scientists are not ruling out that a person could get infected with COVID-19 when the person comes in touch with the virus, which lingers on the surface of food or its package. Now, this kind of transmission is considered to be a very rare one, but it is now emerging as a major route for the spread of infection if it is not handled properly.